Good morning, everyone. Good Friday morning, I should say, and welcome back, dosers. The Magic Man, Mark Hutchins, here on the mic, joined by Mr. Jereme Kleven.
Top of the morning, Mark.
And, of course, the beast mode furry animal, Byron, behind the glass. Good morning, Byron.
Hi, Mark.
Hi. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
And back in the house, Mr. John Gluch.
Yes.
Thank you for staying the night with Byron.
Yeah, well, it was comfortable and awkward all at the same time.
And awkward.
That's what we like around here.
At least there was
bit of both.
comfort around
Sounds
the awkwardness.
perfect.
Yeah. And I was like, I like it.
I like comfort around awkwardness. So.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it is Friday. What are we going to lay down today? We're going to lay down some good stuff. Let's just dive right in. So we talked offline about, everyone likes to hear, I know that I like to hear about your process.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Let's talk about when that buyer comes into your system.
All right. So
And how it moves along and what.
I would say even one step behind that is think of your favorite restaurant. For like I live in Arcadia, Le Grand Orange, LGO.
Great spot.
Line out the door all the
Postino,
time.
next
and
door, all
they
that.
never, to my knowledge, never advertise and charge high prices, and people beat their door down, right? Because it's
Every
amazing.
day.
And it's
Every
amazing
day.
on the experience, the food, the whole thing. So we want to create a business that looked like that. So it starts from the minute we send directions for someone to come to our office. So we have buyer and seller meetings in our office. So we do listing appointments in our office and buyer appointments. And it starts with directions on how to get to the office. So we came up with very clear, here's how you get to our office. It's super easy. We got a reserved parking spot out front with your name on it when you show up to our office. When you walk in the office, the gal up front has a printout and a picture of this person who maybe we've never met before and knows their name. So when they walk in, hey, Joe, we're so glad you're here. This is exciting. They sit down and we've got a menu of drinks that they can choose from, so they can select a drink, a snack, something like that. So we're starting from the premise that people need to feel important. Like, we want you to feel like you matter so much. And it started with a super crappy doctor's visit I went to where it was the opposite of that. I fill out the forms 100 times. I sat in the office for an hour and a half and left before I even saw a doctor. I was so upset about it. And I went, we will never do that. So our forms that people fill out, if we have any info on them we found on Facebook, whatever, we'll pre-fill all that information out for them. So they're not having to fill out duplicates of all this information. And then we have a buyer presentation, a listing presentation, of course, where we demonstrate the benefits of working with us and our team model, because we don't have a team where there's a bunch of solo agents out doing their own deals. And we are a team. Everyone's an employee, everybody. So there is no one on our team working on commission. Everybody's working on a salary and then a percentage of the team cut. So however much the company makes. So you're able to do things you can't do in a smaller model. So we have a gal, for example, she's our WOW coordinator. Her whole job is to troll Facebook for life events. Someone has a baby. We have these baby gifts we send people every time they have a new baby. Someone's grandma dies, they get flowers that day. And this is super impactful for someone who bought a house from us 3 years ago and just got flowers from their realtor because their grandma died. Like, that's stuff that people do not forget.
Oh, you're blowing my mind already.
I love it.
Dude, it's how I would want to be treated. I want to, everyone wants to matter, and so we start from the fundamental belief that everyone matters. Our team members matter. So we do this stuff for our team members too. We have Employee of the Month. They get my wife and I take them and their spouse out to dinner, the nice steak dinner. Every month, our best wow. So whatever person on our team wowed someone, in other words, they did something that blew a customer away. Whoever did that the best that month gets a $100 shopping spree to the mall. They get to go buy a bunch of fun stuff. So we're doing everything we can to build a culture that is all about wowing customers in a real way.
I love that. Delivering the highest
You're
level
blowing
of
my
service.
mind.
Yeah,
You've already gave me ideas what I want to do on a brokerage level. But let's talk about what the process is too. So when the buyer comes in your system, is there checklists and about? So this person does this, and then it's handed off to this person. Totally. This person does this, hands off to the next.
Yeah, it is very much an assembly line in the sense that there's the tip of the spear, which is Justin, and he does the initial phone calls, gets all the information from the buyer or the seller, and communicates that then to Michelle, who's our, when the person walks in the door, we want them to be wowed. That's what she's in charge of. And then it gets handed off to the agent. Whatever agent's meeting with that particular client, they're going to meet with them. So there's a whole system of checklists that go with that system.
So you said kind of like an assembly line, but at the same time, their agents are running their own deals and facilitating transactions. And
sort of. Everything's a team. So every week, we rotate weekends, right? So I told you I was in the hospital. My baby was just born. I'm sending him. I never want to do that again. So what we do is every weekend, an agent is on call. And they have a on-call phone that all of our clients have that number. And so when I'm off, I'm off. I don't answer phone, I don't answer email, all that stuff. And so is everybody else. There's only one person on every weekend, and you go on once every month, and the rest of the time someone else is on, and you get to be off. So
that is just
so everyone's a team.
Beautiful.
It's like a real actual team. So yes, they're doing their own deals, sort of. There's a point person on each deal, but it's a team deal.
It's brought into the team, a team deal. Yeah.
And if Billy sells a house and I'm Susie, I still win. Like it's not like Billy gets the money and I don't. Like we're all part of the team.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a unique thing, and it creates an environment where we're not competing with each other. Like we're super excited.
Super
to work
psyched to
together.
see someone to get a deal done.
Yep.
Strength and numbers all on the same page. Pack of lions going after the same gazelle, right?
Totally. Yeah. So it's
the same gazelle.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, and it's like what I didn't want to do is as a team leader go, I want my lifestyle to be amazing, and everyone else is just going to kind of pay for that. So everyone works all the time except for me. So like you can take as much vacation as you want on our team. It's like infinite. There's no limit. In fact, we give people $1,000 bonus if they take a vacation and don't answer their email or their phone. We had incentivized people to go on vacation because they were like working too much. So we're just trying to flip on its head. Like how do you create a model where people love working for us? And by the way, that flows out into clients.
It flows right down.
I love that you're delivering a high level of service, and that's where it all starts with your team and with the clients. How did you develop that?
It was on accident in a lot of ways, but part of it was, I think it was Mary Kay said, like, treat everyone in life like they have a sign that says, make me feel important, and you'll succeed at everything. And I heard that quote and I was like, yep, that's totally true. Like if we can figure out a way to make all of our employees feel amazing and super important and all of our customers, like that little quote, like really did change fundamentally what I thought. And even like goals, like, so we did like 1.1 million last year in gross commissions. We'll set a goal for 2 million this year, but that's kind of a crappy goal. I thought a better goal would be to double the value that we provide to our customers. And that's like a real frou-frou goal. You have to break it down, right? So how do you double the value of the instructions on getting the office and the parking space and the meeting and the showings? So we broke down the value chain and went, how do we make every part of this twice as good?
Wow. And that, like you said, that's tough to do.
Yeah, and it's a better goal. It's more fun to pursue than to. And by the way, I think you'll actually make $2 million if you do that.
Well, that's just it. You're focusing on the experience. You're focusing on the lead measure. I know you're a doser. You've heard us talk about lead measure versus lag. You're focusing on all the things that you can control throughout the entire process. And if you do those with an incredible amount of attention to detail and creating the best experience possible, then it all comes together, right?
Totally. It's almost like you're a concierge team.
Yeah,
like you're a team of concierge where, if you want, you'll literally, put a reservation out there for a client, I'm sure.
We do.
Whatever you need.
We find out, some of the stuff we've come up with is so fun. We found out some customers were going to Vegas and we knew the hotel they were staying at. So we called ahead, had a bottle of champagne and rose petals set up in the room for them. So they get to their room and their realtor sent them a bottle of champagne and rose petals in their room. They were blown away.
That does more than
so far.
So far.
And you're smart about this stuff, right? I mean, you could go broke doing it if you're not, if you're not strategic.
Well, you have to be strategic like everything else, right? Yep. I mean, you're going to do that for a past client. You're going to do that for somebody who's, again, the idea is just you're treating it like a concierge service. You're treating it like a true business that will last, right? The customer service, the customer care, like you said, it all does trickle down from what you guys are doing ultimately as a team and how you're structuring it and how everybody's happy, because happiness filters down, believe it or not.
Does. Yep.
It completely does.
And a shout out to Lizzie Hofer. Part of it is talking to, she's an amazing lender. She kills it.
Fantastic.
And she's very good at this. And we just took it and ran. I thought the ideas were so good that we took it, found the right person for the job. And Michelle sits down all day and cranks out awesome material to take care of people, to bless them and make them feel special.
I love it.
Yep.
Well, hey, let's stop there for today, and then tune in, guys, next week. Go out there this weekend, do those open houses. Think about what's just said here. I mean, we'll talk about John with some clutch, not glutch, right?
Oh my!
With some clutch things to say. Go back and listen to this episode. Write down 3 of those items that he does for his clients. I love the menu, by the way, badass. So rock and roll, guys. Have a great weekend. Stay tuned for Monday and Tuesday more of John back in the house.
Let's dive into how we're getting business these days, and maybe how a new agent gets business right now. Kick everybody's week off the right way next week. So, thank you, sir.
Sounds good.
You guys have a great weekend.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye, Byron.
Oh, bye, Mark.